My name is Ann Kidd, for those of you who don't know me. I've been a member of St. Joseph's Church for 58 years. I will be married for 40 years in November to my husband, Kevin. We have 2 children. Many of you may know our daughter, Courtney Kidd. She went home to heaven last year on her birthday after 7 heart surgeries, a heart and liver transplant, and liver cancer, which ultimately she passed away from at Mayo Clinic. She was born a warrior and fought hard her entire life. She never wavered in her faith and was very active in our church, teaching CCD, volunteering for years with the youth group, and my time with Jesus on Sundays. Without her faith, she would never have had the strength to fight for so many years as she did. We are so blessed we had her in our lives for 38 years before God called her home. We also have a wonderful son named Nicholas and a wonderful daughter-in-law named Kelly and 2 beautiful granddaughters, Tegan and Tessa. I grew up in a Catholic family. I was one of 7 children, including 5 brothers. We were pretty much all Irish twins. My mother had 7 children in 9 years. When I was 6 years old, she divorced my father and moved all 7 of us with her to our new home. I was 3rd to the bottom, so my little brothers were 4 and 5. Back in the 60s, Catholic families did not get divorced, especially ones with so many children. My mom was a very strong woman. I remember when we left, I was 6 years old, and I was so afraid Santa would not be able to find our house. I knew we didn't have much money, so I just thought we wouldn't have a Christmas that year. To my surprise, when we woke up, we all had a few toys. I got my Chrissy doll I had dreamed of. It was the first doll where you turn the knob and her hair actually grew. I knew there was a Santa Claus after that. We also had a delicious ham dinner. To this day, it is one of my favorite Christmas memories. I later learned, when I was an adult, that the entire Christmas came from generous donations from St. Joseph's Catholic Church. My mother brought all 7 of us children to church each week. We were all lined up in our Buster Brown shoes. My mother was raised Catholic and had a lot of hope and faith. She gave me the gift of faith. All 7 of us went to St. Joe's School as well. I know the church helped with our tuition. It's not possible that my mom could have afforded it on her own. I received all of my sacraments at St. Joe's. We were married here, and our kids received all their sacraments here as well. I used to think, what would I do if St. Joseph's Church closed from not being able to meet their costs to keep the doors open? This church is like family to me. I've been coming here since before I could walk. I've taught CCD, helped with the youth ministry, and have been a liturgy reader and Eucharistic minister for years. Today, I think often about the church closing as I look around at the empty pews. I know it's more convenient to watch Mass from home, but then we miss out on the fellowship of church. I feel we've lost that sense of community we once had. We used to take care of one another, and we believed in the sense of community. In times when we are separated by the current circumstances of the world, perhaps we should try to get back to that. It does have to be a conscious effort. Over the years, we have not personally been able to donate as much as I had hoped, but I was able to give the gift of my time and talents. Recently, we personally increased our weekly donation because I know it's important and the same people shouldn't have to carry the church year after year. If we can all try to focus on increasing our parishioners and try to get back to community, fellowship, and putting God first, then the gifts will follow, whether it be financial, time, or a talent gift. In closing, when I was a teenager and I would tell my mom I was too busy to go to church, she would always say to me, how do you expect God to be there for you 24 hours a day if you can't give him 1 hour of your time?